The greatest pleasure of life is love. The greatest treasure, contentment. The greatest possession, health. The greatest ease is sleep. The greatest medicine is a true friend. Sir William Temple. Chapter 1. Today of all days, Allie Anderson wasn't in the mood for empty-headed foolishness. "Oh, get a life, you silly little man," she muttered, switching off the car radio and bringing an end to the ramblings of the out-of-his-tree caller from Redditch, a crank who had been advocating a world economy based on a system of homespun bartering. Honestly, was there anything worse than a born-again downshifter? She would have liked to vent her feelings further, but the opportunity to do so eluded her, as just in time she saw the road to Great Budworth. She slowed her speed, made a sharp turn to the right, and took the narrow lane that led to the centre of the small, neat village that up until a year ago had been her home. Its picture-book selection of much photographed quaint houses had long since lost their charm for Allie, and as she passed each familiar pretty cottage, her heartbeat quickened and her throat tightened. She reluctantly thanked Mr. Out-of-his-tree from Redditch for his momentary distraction and wished for a further miraculous diversion of thought. But nothing could divert her now. She was on her own, about to come face to face with the tragedy that was made so cruelly poignant at this time of the year. As she switched off the engine, she asked herself the question for which she knew there was no easy, reassuring answer. Would she ever be able to make this journey without feeling the excruciating pain? She left her car under the watchful gaze of a well-nourished ginger cat loitering in the post office window, the panes of which were festively decorated with tinsel and sprayed-on snow, and with her footsteps echoing in the deserted street, she walked, head bowed, into the wind, towards the 16th-century sandstone church that dominated the top end of the village with its elevated position and massive crenellated tower. It was late afternoon, cold and raw, a wintry day that was cloaked in melancholy. The unforgiving December wind stung her cheeks and snatched at the cellophane-wrapped roses in her arms. She cradled them protectively against her chest and breathed in their fragrant scent.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.